my dad's motorbike. I picked that up last night. Oops, kick around. I picked that up last night because it had been stolen about a month ago now. So I got a call from the police at 2 in the morning saying, oh, they found the bike, come collect it. It was some 50 kilometres away in a petrol station, just kind of parked there. The story goes that the chap who had it brought it there on the back of a ute, and the police pulled him over and questioned him about it. Being as it was a stolen bike, they kind of just took him in for questioning, but left the bike left the bike right there. And it was because of my posting on the internet that they called me about it, which I thought was a bit odd because my father filed a police report about it being stolen. So the fact that they called me about it was a bit weird, but glad to have it back. I will drag some things out of the way so I can give you a good view of it. So first of all, I'll show you some pictures of what it looked like before it was stolen. As you can see, there are a lot of bits missing. The tank bag, the whole back section actually, like there would have been a plate here. Just a tie down point, and that's gone. The top box is gone. The side bags are gone. They were all limited edition. The windscreen is still there, which is good. Every piece basically looks like it's been removed, and only half the screw's been put back. Like there's missing one here. So it's got one there. You can see they've drilled out the lock. There they go. They've drilled out the barrel and they've hot wired it, as you can see here. Also, they've removed the mirrors, got rid of the bark busters, smashed the fuel tank. But they didn't only just break that. They also destroyed the petcock there, because this line here, this is the fuel line, goes out of the petcock, and they basically ripped that out, and they've got rid of the O-ring, and when I got it, it was on, so I could smell fuel. It's because they've drained it, but they've left the reserve tank in there. So there's the starter relay. Don't know if I can show you that, it's a bit dark. Yeah, the starter relay there, and that's, again, these are just connectors that they've kind of wired in. They did a bit of a number on that, they just kind of wired it all in. That's just to get it to run, but they've stuffed up the fuel tank. So that isn't going to work. What else is there missing? The crash bars on it are all gone. They've obviously removed the crash bars, so that was something that's gone. The front mudguard was actually dragging on the front wheel when I picked it up, but I just happened to have some bolts lying around, so I've just stuck an M6 up there to hold it in place just while I was getting it off the trailer. But yeah, just all over it. It's just damage everywhere. It was a brand new battery. He probably had it for about a week, and that's been ripped out. That would have been down in there. All of this has been, they put one bolt in, so they've got the one bolt here, right when they should have another one here, and then there was a push stud down here, I remember, which maybe that's been snapped off, because I've had to have these panels off quite a few times. Oh no, it's still there. So yeah, they didn't break that off. That's my dad's wacky heel toe conversion. He made that himself. It's got some funny toes, so if he doesn't like it. Now what else we got? These are just without the top on them. These are just floppy like that. So I don't think it's rigid. This one here, not even tight. What else? these front panels. Alright, bolt it on. The one on the other side actually has a zip tie holding it in place, and this bolt here, I think it's cross-threaded because it sticks. Is this one or the other one? That one there. I think that one there might be cross-threaded because the bolt is actually quite tight, but it's not it's tightening up by hand, so it's not screwing it any further, I should say. So they've done a fair bit of damage on this. Shame that my dad wasn't insured. He was before he went to England, but he didn't reinsure it when he got back. And yeah, oh, they've scratched the screen as well. I don't know if you can see that. There's a big scratch there, and there's a bunch of scratches along here. So they've obviously pushed it on its side or something along the lines. The indicator on its side is broken as well. So they've obviously come off or something. There was white dirt all over the tyres, so it made me think that they went off-roading on it. I just lightened it up to make it an off-roader. Because you've got a brand new tyre. You had the tyre on there for about a couple of days. Had a new battery in it for about a week. So that's basically a brand new tyre. It's probably not brand new anymore, but it was. Glad to have it back, but looking at it, it's probably going to be $2 to fix it up again. Don't even know if that's connected. So 7,635.9 kilometers. Don't know how far he went on it beforehand, but yeah. And he had a whole bunch of things on the handlebars as well. So he had a GPS holder. He had a power takeoff for it as well. Had a whole heap of things in his tank bags, all sorts of survival things in there which were all gone. When they actually took his motorbike, they threw his helmet on the ground. He had his helmet in his top box, and they just threw his helmet on the ground and they took off with his bike. Because it was taken from my brother's house. And my dad parks there, and the one night he forgot to put his lock on, so they obviously knew it was there. And they've checked it a few times, but it was the one night he didn't put his lock on and it's taken. So I think his bike had been cased a few times. Here's another bit I just noticed that's broken. So it just goes to show you can't trust anyone. It's not all irreparable, but it's going to be a job. It is going to be a job. The main go out as well. Trying to take the handlebars off, maybe. There you are. That's my dad's 2015 KLR 650, stolen and then returned, robbed of its parts. It's a bit of a shame. He kind of doesn't want to have a motorbike anymore because you just can't keep anything nice anymore, which is a bit of a shame. But I get what he's on about, because I had mine stolen a couple of years back. Yeah. So I just thought I'd give you a bit of a show. There's probably a lot more damage that I haven't spotted. That's just the main stuff. I don't even know if the electrics work anymore. There's no battery in it. It would have been constant live, is what my guess is. That's when the battery's in, it's on. And this is what he does just to start the starter motor. That's just my idea how it works. So live, so headlights, power is all on. And this is just the starting. Those two wires, they go together to start the relay. Bit of a shame. It was a nice bike. He kept it immaculate. Always remember, every little bit helps. So even if it's just a tiny lock, it might be just enough to deter someone from finishing your bike.